Hello and welcome to the LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Matt Dumont, an LSAT teacher and tutor at the LSAT Demon. I have an email here from F, which reads, "Hey guys, what does it mean when a law school requests an interview? At this point, should I not expect scholarship funds? The fact that I was not accepted initially has me concerned. In your experience, what does an interview request typically mean? How should I prepare? Thank you, F." Well, F, just wanted to respond to a couple of questions there. The first, what does it mean when a law school requests an interview? It means they're interested. Simply, they're interested in finding out more information. And so that means you could still be on the fence about a candidacy. That means they could still be on the fence about giving you money or both. So at this point, should you not expect to receive scholarship funds just because you've been asked to interview? No, you should definitely still expect to receive scholarship funds. That is typically part of the interview process. A lot of schools, as part of their more flagship scholarship programs, condition the whole interview acceptance experience on that interview process. Like, that's a component of the whole thing. They want to make sure that they're investing their money in you wisely. And so they take time, they're diligent. They only have 5 of these to give away for their entire incoming class, whatever that is. And so they really want to take their time with those kind of processes and make sure that they have the right candidate. Now, that doesn't mean you won't get accepted if you, for instance, don't do 100% amazing on the interview. That doesn't mean that you won't get money still, even if you don't get the sort of premier scholarship. But a lot of these sort of interview processes are for like the serious candidates. Like, they want to go above and beyond with you. And so they want to ask more questions. So I would not say that you should not expect scholarship funds. And the fact that you were not initially accepted doesn't mean anything. In my experience, interview request typically means they want you. They want to find out more information, and they are interested in sitting down and talking with you. So how should you prepare? You should prepare like any other interview. Do your research. Do your research on the school. Do your research on what kind of scholarship programs they have, what kind of interview process type things they have. All of those kind of things. There's tons of resources out there for schools that do interviews regularly, things like NYU, Chicago, like those kind of schools. They're going to have a lot of questions online. I know that, for instance, Georgetown has an interview process that is pretty much the same every year. And there's all kinds of information that you can find, including on the the Thinking LSAT podcast, where Ben and Nathan talk about this about 2 years ago now. And I listened to that episode before I went to my Georgetown University Law Center interview, and it was the exact same. So all that kind of stuff. Speaking from my own personal experience, I interviewed at a couple of schools, one of them being the school that I ended up at, which is the University of Maryland. And the University of Maryland, the interview process, I interviewed before I found out whether I was accepted to the school. But it was like, we're interviewing you for this. We're interviewing you for our flagship scholarship. And so I went in knowing that they wanted me, being prepared to talk about my ties to the school, about my ties to Maryland, about why I'm interested in going to Maryland. It's kind of like a YX sort of situation. And all of those things you can prepare for ahead of time. And I like, that's the point. You want to prepare for the opportunity to tell them why you're interested in their school and why they should give you a boatload of money. So just to tick off, what does it mean when a law school requests an interview? That they're interested in more information. Should you not expect scholarship funds? No, you might be up for the big ones. You might be up for the full rides in that instance. And how should you prepare? You should prepare like you would for anything, any type of interview where you want the job. Show up prepared, show up professional, and be ready to kick ass and take names. So F, good luck on your interview. I hope it goes as well for you as it did for me. I got a full ride out of mine at the University of Maryland, and that's where I ended up. So thanks so much. If you have any questions or news about the LSAT or law school admissions, email daily@lsatdemon.com. Thanks for listening.